Hi, today I'm going to show you a practical demonstration how to reverse application evaluation version copy into a full version. So let's see how we do it. So to achieve this task we need some simple softwares like first of all the WinRAR application itself, that is 3.71 version, and an Ollie debugger software. It is a Windows debugger which will compile this application and debug this application and show us the assembly language or the machine language code of the application. On the other hand side, what else we need is a utility called Code Defense, Code Fusion. Okay, sorry. On the other hand, what we need is another utility called Resource Hacker, with which we are able to manipulate some dialog boxes in the application itself. So now let's start with the practical. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to install this WinRAR application into your machine and just extend the time of the machine of your machine, so that once you click onto the application it will show you that the application is got expired, and you will see this type of prompt onto your screen. Like you see, you will read it over the please note that the WinRAR is not free software. After a 40 days trial period, you either buy a license or remove it from your computer. So let's see how to remove this prompt, and you can use it for your lifetime as a free software. Isn't it cool? So let's begin. First of all, what you need to do, you need to start your Ollie debugger application. That's your Ollie debugger application. You just need to start it. Fine, this is the interface of your Ollie debugger application. In this Ollie debugger application, you need to open your WinRAR application. So where it is installed in your C drive, then in your program files, and here is your WinRAR. Yeah, so now you can see the assembly language part of the WinRAR application, which is quite bit complicated to comprehend. So as with some sort of research, you'll got to know like at which part your application is giving a prompt that it need to register itself. So with some sort of research or with some sort of the code scanning and code review, you'll able to figure out, if you look into this part of the window, well, this part shows you the memory registers, this part show you the your stack value in the memory, and this part show you the XSky and again the memory addressing part. What much in which part I'm much more interested in, this the middle part of this is this part. So after some sort of evaluation, some sort of code analysis, you will get to know like at which part your application, at which memory part, at which memory address your application is giving us a prompt, so that you need to register your application and your evaluation copy got expired. So when you press Ctrl G, here you can type in the memory address so that you can jump onto any specific memory address, so forth. So after some sort of research or after some sort of like code evaluation, we'll figure out that at this memory address 43FF47, if we'll type into the box and then click on OK, we'll able to figure out that there is a tag called reminder. If you'll able to see onto your screen, again we'll get type it 43FF47. Yeah, right, Control G. Yeah, here is it. Can you see all this? So yeah, at this part our application is prompting that you need to put, you're expired with the evaluation copy, and you need to whether you need to buy this software or you need to remove it from your machine. So why would I'm going to remove this machine if I'm a hacker? So I can play with it and just try to figure out that how I can remove this specific tag and use it for free. So what we need to do is just right click onto this part, fine, and go to this binary part and go to this fill with knobs. So what you need to do is just need to click onto it, right click on this specific line and go to binary, then you need to go to fill with knobs. Knobs means no operations. When I click in no operations, you can see onto your screen the code part is filled with knob, which is no operations. So wherever this reminder application reminds the software that you need to do this and that, this sort of processing. So once I'll fill this specific statement with no instructions or no operations, then there is no meaning left about this statement, and the meaning of this statement is remain unwanted. or what you can say that the effectiveness of this statement is dissolved now. So once I done with this, once you achieved till this part, what you need to do is just again right click onto the application, go to the copy to executable and select all modifications. Okay, now what you need to do, I'm again repeating it, just right click onto the application, go to copy to executable and go to all modifications. Once you go to all modification, then click on copy all. Once you click on copy all, you will see another dialog window, another window onto your screen. Your main window is behind, the one which you have created just now is this one. So what you need to do is just need to save this application as, or I say save file. Just click on save file, and here's you can save the file with some other name or some other location. So I'm just saving it onto my documents. Okay, so once you have once you click on the copy to executable part, you just need to save your application with any name. So I'm just choosing the same name, but just make sure that you choose some other location rather than putting your application to the same place or on the program files. So I'll just putting in my documents with the name of winrar.exe. So what I have just achieved now is just once, well, if I'll see this application now, this is my, what I'll call it, patch. So whenever you download a patch from like different applications and different software, okay, so it's same as like that, you have created a patch for your application, so you can replace this application with the one which is already installed into your program files. So let's see if I'm able to replace this application with the one I already have in my program file. So what will happen? So just copy this application and or what, or just double click onto it, and you will see whether this application is giving you any sort of prompt or not. So yeah, here's, so it will not show me any sort of prompt, but if I open another application, the one which is already installed to my machine, so now this one is giving me a prompt. So this application is act as a patch. So what I can do is just simply copy this application and put it into my program files in WinRAR, and I can replace the original file of WinRAR with this one. So if I click it again onto my application, that is definitely sure that it will not give me any sort of prompt to ask me for like some money, or I just need to purchase the software, or either I need to remove it from my machine. So here I just created a new patch for my WinRAR application, and I can use it for free for a lifetime. That is the best part. So isn't it cool? Yeah. So simple some steps what I can do is just I just show you how to create a patch application. Now once I am done with this part, what I need to do is just if I click my this patch application and click onto this about WinRAR and all, this seems like little bit awkward. So I just wanted to remove this 40 days trial period copy and stuff like that. So what I can do, I just need to open this application in a software which I just told you before is Resource Hacker. So you just need to go to your application, that is your software, that is your Resource Hacker. It's again a hacker tool, and just need to import that file into it. So where is it? It is in my document. Yeah, here's it. And here you can like just go to menu, and there are the different section where you can click and put it, and you can see like what actually the different menu bars of this application. So once you click onto the code part, it'll show you the graphical user interface part of the application, and here is the behind the code part of the application. So you don't need to jumble too much, you don't need to bother too much. So I'm just looking for this part. Yeah, sure. So this is the thing which I need to manipulate and which I need to change. I just wanted to remove it. So here I just go, yeah, here I'm able to figure it out. Yeah, there's the application, you just need to remove it. Fine, just type in anything, full version, okay, and copyright it to here. I can also change the copyright part. It is copyrighted at the rate 2013, and here I can put it, that's name is, it's my name, that is, so I put it here is Navy. So okay, and three, I just put it in was, yeah. So yeah, I'm done with that. So just click on the compile script. Yeah, I'm done with the compiling part, and then you can see onto your the right bottom corner here, you can see what actually your softwares look like. You know, it's written over here full version and translated by copyright to 2013 Buzz Navy. So yeah, that's cool. So you just save this application. Once you're done with the saving part, you just simply save it. Yeah, okay, or just press it control S, just close this application, then go back to your main application that you have just created, the patch one. uh, where's my patch? Here it is. So you just need to double, okay, yeah, here is just you need to double click onto it. So once you just import that copy of your WinRAR patch into your resource hacker, it just already make a backup of your original file, so you do not need to worry about if you're like end up with something horrible, or you can say end up with something breaking down your application. So you do not need to worry about your main application. So you already, for a sake of like, it already create a backup for your main application. So yeah, so you just click onto your patch application, just see and go check whether they have made, yeah, that's cool, really nice. Yeah, so now I can see my software is full version, I can use this patch. So on the final note, what I am going to do is just simply going to copy this application and put it into my C drive program files and replace it with my main WinRAR file. Yeah, so here is it, my main WinRAR file. So if I'm just going to paste it, yeah, I'm going to replace it. That's really cool. So now see whether this application is going to give me any prompt of like software expiration or not. That's cool, man. Yeah, so here I just made an full version of WinRAR 3.71 application that is at no cost. This is all about reverse engineering. Thank you.